y'all ready? Y'all gonna be standing on both sides, right? So y'all should probably get in position. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alright, let's try that again. And we'll keep trying until we get it right. Alright, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Much better. Alright, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa ahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. It's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to have all of you here attending the finale of the Ilmathon competition. I'd like to welcome you all. I'd like to welcome the contestants who are participating in tonight's competition. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first of all put barakah in this gathering. May He bless all of the teams, even those that didn't make it to the finals, in all of the time that they spent and all of the efforts that they put in to this competition. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also enable the knowledge that they have gained by means of this competition to be applied and used in their daily lives. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Now with that, I'd like to give a brief background of this competition, because some of you who are attending, especially audience members, you may not know what this competition is all about. Basically, this started 4 weeks ago, and every Saturday afternoon we were having a competition between the teams on 4 different topics. And the topics were Seerah, Brother Ikram's Seerah book, Ustad Ba'ajur's weekly lecture, Imam Nadeem's weekly lecture, and then also Yaqeen Institute, of which Brother Junaid, I believe, is on the board. So we had these 4 resources that these contestants had to study and review throughout the week, and on Saturday we would have questions on each of these topics and categories. So these 4 weeks, these points were accumulating for each team. And now at the end of the 4 weeks, we were going to give the top 4 teams a chance to get into the finals, and subhanAllah, the 4th place actually had a 3-way tie, so that's why we have 6 teams here today competing. And I'm sorry to say that 3 of you are going to go home with nothing other than the knowledge that you gained from this competition. Anyway, so inshallah we will, now I'm going to just go through the format of the competition. What will happen tonight is a bit different than what's been going on the past few weeks, just to let all the contestants know. What we're going to do today is that each one of you will receive a folder, which you're receiving right now. And inside this folder, you have all 40 questions that will be asked, 10 from each of the 4 categories. What will happen is that I will read the questions aloud, and you will not be able to lift or turn the paper to start writing down your answer until I finish reading the question. Once I finish reading the question, you will be able to turn the paper for that respective question around, start writing the answer down. You will have a time limit on each question, or to give the answer, to write down the answer. Then we have a volunteer, Brother Naeem, who's here for the brothers, and Brother Ibrahim Deen, who's here on the sister side. He will be collecting that sheet at the end of the time from each one of the teams and giving it to the judge whose question it is. And that judge will begin grading the answers on the spot. I will continue to go through the questions until all 10 questions are done in that category. And then the judge will have a chance and opportunity to get the mic, and he will go through the answers to those 10 questions, because I know we all want to always know the answers to the questions to know if we got them right or not. And then once that judge goes through the 10 answers, then I will start reading the 10 questions from the next category. In this case, it would be Ustad Ba'ajur, and so on and so forth. We would follow the same format through all 4 categories and all 4 judges. Now, one thing different that we're also doing today to make it more exciting is that you will know your point totals, as you can see on the screen, through the first 3 rounds. So at the end of each round, or throughout each round, you will know where you are in terms of position 1 through 6. However, for the 4th round, we're going to hide it. So you will not know who has won the competition by the end of the competition. Rather, you will find out after Isha, after we accumulate all the scores, and we announce the awards 1st through 6th after Isha. So there will be some suspense towards the end of this. I believe that is it. The prize ceremony, like I said, will be after Isha. Sami, is it 20 seconds? 30 seconds? 60 seconds. Okay, so Sami was generous with the time. So he's given 60 seconds for each question to be answered. So there's some ikhtilaf amongst the judges. I think 30 is good. So we have just taken away half the time. Instead of 60 seconds, we're going to stick with 30 seconds, inshallah. So Sami is just going to adjust that quickly. And once he does that, we are going to get started. Also, after Isha, we will be giving certificates to all of the teams. So even if you're not in the finals, every team member will get a certificate and a special kind of gift for competing in the competition. And then, of course, the top 3 teams will get another special prize, which you'll see after Isha, inshallah. So Sami, let me know whenever you're ready, and I'll go ahead and start. Are there any questions from any of the teams before we begin? Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll give the first 3 categories 30 seconds and then the last one 60? Because Brother Junaid is saying that 30s is not enough for that category. Cool. That already gives you an insight to how difficult these questions must be. Who made Brother Junaid the judge? You good? Okay. All right, let's begin, inshallah. So like I said, we're keeping an eye on all of the teams. Please don't lift the paper until the question has been fully read. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Question number 1 under the Seerah category. Which of the Prophet ﷺ's ancestors started the 2 trade journeys mentioned in the Quran? You may flip your papers. Sami, that's 30 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Ten seconds left. Hey, can you go and collect the papers? You need to stand now. Just stand and walk around. Once you are done answering the question, please just hold it out. Time is up. Please stop writing. Please hand your answers to our volunteer that's coming around to collect the sheets. Second question under the Seerah category. Who is Al-Muttalib and how is he related to the Prophet ﷺ? You may turn your papers. Time is up. Please stop writing. Okay. Question number 3 in the Seerah category. On what occasion did the Prophet ﷺ mention this ayah to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and where is this ayah in the Quran? سَيُهْزَمُ الْجَمْعُ وَيُوَلُّونَ الدُّبُرَ. You may turn your papers. So this is a 2-part question. There should be 2 answers. Just make it complicated. But time up. Time is up. Please put your pens down. All right, next question. Name the Sahabi, the nickname and the real name of the Sahabi who entered Jannah without having prayed a single prayer. You may turn over your papers. There are two answers to this question as well, the real name as well as the nickname. Five seconds. Please put your pens down. Guys, pens down, please. Guys, come on. We're in a masjid, we're Muslims. Next question under this other category. Name the Sahabi, sorry, that's not the, never mind. A large number of the Sahaba whom the Prophet ﷺ had sent to teach non-Muslims about Islam were treacherously killed in two separate incidents. Name those incidents. You may turn your paper. Again, there are two answers to this question, both incidents. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question. There are four women by the name Zainab in the family of the Prophet ﷺ. Provide their full names and their relationship to the Prophet ﷺ. Time is starting. We'll give 60 seconds for this question. So there are 8 answers to this question. The full names of the 4 women, as well as their relationship to the Prophet ﷺ. 8 answers. $30 seconds remaining. $10 seconds. $3 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Y'all's hands are going to get tired by the end of this competition. Next question. About which Sahabi and on what occasion did the Prophet ﷺ say, تَقْتُلُهُ الْفِئَةُ الْبَاغِيَةُ, a rebellious group will kill him? You may turn over the paper. There are 2 answers, the Sahabi and the occasion. $15 seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question, as part of Sirah. What did the Prophet ﷺ do when this ayah was revealed in the 9th year of Hijrah? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu innama al-mushrikuna najas fala yaqrabu al-masjid al-harama ba'da 'amihim hadha. You may turn your papers. 10 seconds. Try to keep it brief so you don't go over time. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question. A few days before his passing, the Prophet ﷺ indirectly told the Sahaba that Allah had given him two options. What were those options? You may turn the paper. Just wait until it's finished. Oh, time is up. Sorry. Yo, are these extra? Because that's 10 right there.
So answer the following. This is the question. It's three question part. It's three questions. The next question is three questions. It's the A, B, C, D part.
I don't understand.
A, B, C.
So, okay, that's the last question as part of this. Okay, so we have one final question as part of Sirah. And because it's three different questions in one, I guess Brother Ikram wanted to get in as many questions as possible. We're going to give 1 minute, inshallah, for this final question. So answer the following. Which day did the Prophet ﷺ die? In which day was he buried? That's question number 1. Question number 2, what were his last words as he departed this world? Question number 3, who led the Prophet's janazah prayer? You may turn the papers. $30 seconds remaining. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down, guys. All right, so that was the Sirah portion of this competition. Yes?
Give them a minute. Just
Okay.
the first question.
Okay, inshallah. So now what we will do, as announced earlier, Brother Ikram, inshallah, will just go through the questions and answer them. He's going to read the question and then provide the answer one by one, inshallah.
Not to hold the other one, I will answer.
Okay.
And while he is going through, I will grade the.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, inshallah. Yeah. Really? I think. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Alhamdulillah wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. So quickly, inshallah ta'ala, these are the answers to the questions that had been asked. Question number 1, which of the Prophet's sallallahu alaihi wasallam's ancestors started the two trade journeys mentioned in the Quran, Rihlat al-Shita'i wa Sayf? So it's Hashim bin Abdul Manaf. Question number 2, who is Al-Muttalib? Not Abdul Muttalib, Al-Muttalib, and how is he related to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Al-Muttalib is the brother of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, great-grandfather Hashim. And Abdul Muttalib is, his name was Shayba. Number 3, on what occasion did the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mention this ayah to Abu Bakr, and where is this ayah in the Quran? سَيُهْزَمُ الْجَمْعُ وَيُوَلُّونَ الدُّبُرِ. This ayah is in Surah Qamar, and the Prophet ﷺ mentioned to Abu Bakr right before the start of the Battle of Badr. Number 4, name the Sahabi his nickname and real name, who entered Jannah without having prayed a single prayer. His nickname was Usayrim, and his full name was Amr bin Thabit bin Wuqaysh al-Ashhali. Number 5, a large number of the Sahaba whom the Prophet ﷺ had sent to teach non-Muslims about Islam were treacherously killed in 2 separate incidents. Those incidents are known as Ar-Raji' and Wal-Ma'una. These are the 2 wells after which these incidents are known. Number 6, there are 4 women by the name of Zainab in the family of the Prophet ﷺ. Provide their full names and their relationship to the Prophet ﷺ. Zainab bint Muhammad ﷺ, the daughter. Zainab bint Khuzaymah, wife. Zainab bint Jahsh, wife. Zainab bint Ali, granddaughter. Number 7, about which Sahabi and on what occasion did the Prophet ﷺ said, تَقْتُلُهُ الْفِيَةُ الْبَاغِيَةُ, a rebellious group will kill him. This is about Ammar bin Yasir radiyallahu anhuma during the digging of the trench before the battle of Khandaq. Number 8, what did the Prophet ﷺ do when this ayah was revealed in the 9th year of Hijrah? يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِنَّمَا الْمُشْرِكُونَ نَجَسٌ فَلَا يَقْرَبُوا الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامَ بَعْدَ عَامِهِمْ هَذَا. He sent Abu Bakr, and then after that first Ali and then Abu Bakr to Mecca to announce during the Hajj to the mushrikeen, the polytheists. Number 9, few days before his passing, the Prophet ﷺ indirectly told the Sahaba that Allah had given him 2 options. What were those options? He said, Allah has given one of his servants the choice between this world and that which is with Allah, and he has chosen the latter. And number 10, answer the following: which day did the Prophet ﷺ die and which day was he buried? The Prophet ﷺ died on a Monday and he was buried on a Wednesday. What were his last words as he departed this world? The Prophet ﷺ said, "Ila rafiq al-ala," indeed with the highest companion in paradise. And the last of the question number 10 is, who led the Prophet ﷺ's janazah prayer? The answer is no one. Nobody could lead. He was the Imam al-Anbiya, so nobody could lead. The people will come and pray, but nobody will lead the prayer. This is all, inshallah.
Yes, Jazakallah khairan. Thank you. Just turn the mic off. Okay, so hopefully some of you have very delighted faces, some of you are about to cry. Either way, you still have 3 more rounds to make up the points, inshallah. So due to shortage of time, Isha is at 9:50. I think what we will do is try to get through all the questions first, and then if we have time, we can have the judges go through the answers, inshallah. So we are now going to start Ustad Ba'jur's section. There will be again 10 questions. So hopefully all the teams are ready to write. Hopefully I'll massage your hands enough in that break. Question number 1. Sami, you good? Okay. What is the difference between... Okay, before I ask that question, Ustad Ba'jur has told me that you have 1 minute to answer this question, only this first question. All the others will be 30 seconds. What is the difference between Quran stories and our stories? You may turn the paper. Five seconds. Eight seconds. Time is up. Please put down your pens. Volunteers, please collect the sheets. Thank you. Question number 2. What was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam going through when Surah Yusuf was revealed? You may turn the paper. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question. What word was used in the surah to indicate that this Quran is very clear and no doubt about it? You may turn the papers. Fifteen seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question. Mention 2 lessons we learned from the ayat where Yaqub alayhi salam told Yusuf alayhi salam not to relate the dream to his brothers. Please turn the paper. It's a 2-part answer, 2 lessons. Five seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Are you looking for just one answer here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next question. Name the kinds of dreams Yusuf alayhi salam had. You may turn the paper. Okay, so there are 3. There are 3. What? So sorry. So it's a 3-part answer. So I guess name 3 kinds of dreams Yusuf alayhi salam had. Time is up. Please put your pens down, guys. Next question. How many verses in the Quran mention that the Quran was revealed in the Arabic language? Please turn your papers. If you know this, it'll take about 5 seconds. $15 seconds. $5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question. What is the difference between أعطينا and آتينا? You may turn the papers. أعطينا versus آتينا. You cannot put that they're different words, by the way. $10 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Next question. What does the word ayat mean in the verse, indeed there is in Yusuf and his brothers ayat for those who ask? You may turn the papers. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. The next question is, what does this quote mean? Our father is in dalalin mubin. I'm reading it in English. You may turn the papers. Our father is in dalalin mubin. What does it mean? Yours is next. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Yeah. Oh, no, last one. Okay, so this is the last question as part of Ustad Ba'ajur's section. The brother's envy led to do 3 major sins. Name them. You may turn the paper. The brother's envy led to do 3 major sins. Name them. 3 answers required. Ten seconds remaining. The clock is malfunctioning, but I'll let you guys know. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Time up. Please put your pens down. That was the end of Ustad Ba'ajur's section. As I mentioned, inshallah, we'll go through the answers later if we have time. If not, y'all will just have to see the points. You want him to do the answers?
After show.
After show. Okay, so with that, we will go to the next section, which is Imam Nadim's section. 30 seconds per is good, right? Okay. All right, so 30 seconds for every question in this category. Question number 1. Give the exact description of how Aisha radiallahu anha would express her regret about the battle of camels. You may turn the paper. The exact description. Ten seconds. Three seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Guys, pens down. Guys, pens down. I said pens down and a second person started writing. Second question. Who was the person who was traveling from Yemen to visit Uthman radiallahu anhu? You may turn the paper. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 3. If we can keep it down in the audience, please. Jazakallah khairan. The majority of the Khawarij were from where? You can turn the papers. Sami? 15 seconds. Started the clock a little bit late. 10 seconds. 5. And time up. Please put your pens down. Question number 4. There is a place about which the Prophet ﷺ mentioned about its dogs and when they bark. What is the name of this place? You may turn the paper. Fifteen seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 5 in this category. Which companion tried to resolve the matter between the camp of Aisha radiallahu anha and the camp of Ali radiallahu anh and failed? You may turn the paper. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. And time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 6. What were the conditions set by Ali radiallahu anh in order to accept the Khilafah? You may turn the papers. Five seconds. Time. Please put your pens down. Question number 7. Which of the Ashara Mubashara did not participate in the Battle of Badr? You may turn the papers. Ten seconds. Three seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 8. Which prophet of Islam experienced a historical event in Kusa, and what happened there? You may turn the paper. Five seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 9. When and where did the Prophet ﷺ promise Suraqa bin Malik? You may turn the paper. 10 seconds. And time. Please put your pens down. The final question in this category is, who did Umar replace and with who? You may turn the paper. Before Isha. Before Isha. 15 seconds. Okay. 5 seconds. And time. Please put your pens down. So now we are 3/4 of the way through. We have one final category. And as mentioned, we are going to take the point totals, although even the point totals right now are not accurate because we are still getting the results from the judges, but we're just going to take that scorecard off and make it more intense. Okay. All right, so please get ready for the final round. The first two questions are going to be given 30 seconds. The rest will be given 60 seconds or a minute. So please keep that in mind. Question number 1. What was the first product of the Enlightenment and modernity? You may turn the papers. Modernity. Ten seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 2. 30 seconds again. What does secularity mean in Europe versus the United States? You may turn the paper. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. That time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 3, as part of this final category. Charles Taylor indicates 3 components that describe the secular age we live in. What is the first component? Explain it in your own words. You may turn the paper. 1 minute, yes. For the rest of the questions, the time is 1 minute. Forty seconds. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. So these are 3 separate questions? Okay, got it. All right, so the next 2 questions are basically based on the same question. So as we just answered what was the first component, explained it in your own words, this next question is, what was the second component, explain it in your own words. You may turn the paper. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. Five seconds. And time. Please put your pens down. I know we're getting more people in the audience. Please, if we could try to keep it as quiet as possible so the teams can concentrate on answering the questions, that would be great. Aisha, maybe delayed by a couple of minutes for y'all's information. The next question, again, based on the same question, what is the third component? Explain it in your own words. You may turn the page. Twenty-five seconds. Fifteen seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 6. What are the 3 kinds of certainty that are mentioned in the Quran? You may turn the paper. The 3 kinds of certainty mentioned in the Quran. Twenty-five seconds. 15 seconds. If we could keep it down in the audience, please. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. Question number 7. What is the difference between doubt, conviction, and certainty? You may turn the papers. Thirty seconds. Again, for those walking in, Isha will be delayed by a couple of minutes. We're almost finished, inshallah. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. That is time. Please put your pens down. Question number 8 of 10. Explain the Quranic verse. It's chapter 15, verse 99, according to the article. وَاعْبُدْ رَبَّكَ حَتَّى يَأْتِيَكَ الْيَقِينُ. You may turn the page. For those walking in, we're almost complete, inshallah. Just 2 more questions. Apologize for the delay. Thirty seconds. $15 seconds. For those walking in, please do have a seat. Inshallah, we'll do the lines in just a couple of minutes. 5 seconds. Please do have a seat if you're not, if you're just walking in. Time up. Please put your pens down. 2 final questions before we break for Isha. And question number 9. How is certainty achieved? You may turn the paper. $30 seconds. Audience members, please, let's keep it down. We are almost finished, inshallah. You may pray your sunnahs or tahiyyat al-masjid or whatever. 15 seconds. $10 seconds. Time is up. Please put your pens down. The final question of this Ilmathon competition 2017 is: what is the nova effect and how does it affect certainty? You may turn the page. Picks, mashallah. This one's favorite. 30 seconds. This one's classic. 20 seconds. This one's going up on YouTube. 10 seconds. And time is up. Please put your pens down. Before we get up, guys, just remain seated just for a second. So the adhan hasn't been called. The adhan, inshallah, will be called. The brothers, don't move into this area yet. The sisters, please, I guess, exit from the back and pray in the back room. Inshallah, right after, we'll have this same setting. And for everyone, y'all can stay. It's the award ceremony for the Ilmathon competition. We'll be announcing the top prizes and also giving certificates to all of the teams who participated in this competition. Please do join us after Isha prayer. Please just give it a second for the lines because we're trying to move the divider once the sisters get out. Jazakallah khairan.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وصل على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صووا صفوفكم وسدوا خلال straight lines from the gaps. Heels on line, please make sure your cell phones are off. Allahu Akbar. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله. استغفر Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First piece of request is that I request the parents to please make sure your children are always with you. While we're praying salat, there are children in the back making noises. It distracts everyone's salat. So please, my humble request is that keep your children with you at all times. You can pray here, you can pray in the back as you wish, but please try to make sure your children are with you. Number two is that we have not finished our quiz competition. So inshallah, we will continue that right away. I request the brothers to please pray as much as you can on this side, inshallah, while we try to set up. It's the ending of the program, which is the award ceremony, and there will be the teams will be announced who are the winners, the first place, second place, and third place. And everyone else who participated, inshallah, they will be given certificates. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, the competition itself is over, but as Imam announced, the award ceremony will take place. Everyone is encouraged to join to watch the award ceremony, inshallah, right after the sunnah.
Request the brothers in the back, please do keep your voices low. Brothers in the back, please keep your voices low. Shh. There are brothers who are praying salat. Please be mindful of them. Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, we are about to get started. The sisters may come into their side of the hall. That includes both contestants as well as audience. And the brothers, there's a lot of space in the front if y'all want to sit here. Or actually, never mind, this is for the contestants. Where are the tables for contestants? Or if we could have the contestants, the teams, Al-Mafan teams, come up here in the empty space, please. So inshallah, let's get settled. For the teams on the brother's side, we don't have tables. Y'all can just take a seat on the floor. Just in your own groups, I guess, with the teams. Because the competition itself is done, we're just announcing the winners. As announced earlier, that inshallah the remaining 3 judges will just go through the answers to their questions, just for everybody's sake and knowledge. And once they are done going through their answers, then inshallah the point totals will be ready, and we will announce the winners 1st through 6th place. So with that, I will give it to Ustad Ba'ajur, who had the 2nd set of questions.
Everybody finished praying? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So inshallah ta'ala, I'll mention the question and I will mention the answers inshallah. First question was, what is the difference between Quran stories and our stories? And the answer is, first, the Quran stories are all true stories. They are all 100% true stories. Second, they have the best of morals. And third, they are concise, to the point. They don't mention any unnecessary details. Second question, what was Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam going through when Surah Yusuf was revealed? I guess everybody got that answer right, which is the year of the Hazm, when his wife Khadija passed away and his uncle passed away. What was the word used in the surah to indicate that this Quran was very clear and no doubt about it? And everybody got that answers right, which is Kitab al-Mubin, the word Mubin. Mention 2 lessons we learned from the ayat where Yaqub alayhi salam told Yusuf alayhi salam not to relate the dream to his brother. The danger of envy, and the second lesson is that you're allowed to warn your kids from each other. Name all 3 kinds of dreams. First, hadith al-nafs, they are dreams of imagination. Second, nightmares, and third is wahi, mubashirat. 6, how many verses in the Quran mentioned that the Quran was revealed in Arabic? And the answer is, many people said 1 and 2 and 3. The answer is 11. The answer is 11. What is the difference between atayna and a'tayna? Atayna means it's given to more than one person. And a'tayna, inna a'taynaka al-kawthar. It's only given to one person. What does the word ayat mean in the verses? Indeed, there is in Yusuf and his brothers ayat for those who ask. لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي يُوسُفَ وَأَخْوَتِهِ آيَاتٌ لِلسَّائِلِينَ. Ayat here, it indicates the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the indication that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the true messenger, and the lessons and morals in the story. Most of the participants got that question right. Our father is in dalalin mubin. What does it mean? It means that our father is in great error. He have committed an error. you cannot say that a prophet have went astray. Otherwise, it means whoever says that have left Islam. The brothers' envy led to 3 major sins. Name them. First, the plotting to kill. They're plotting to kill a brother. Second, calling their father, he has dalal mubin. And the third sin is that this caused them to keep on lying. To keep on lying.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. So the questions, number 1 was that give the exact description of how Aisha radiallahu ta'ala would express her regret about the battles of camels, the battle of camels. She would cry so much that her scarf would become fully wet. Number 2 was that who was a person traveling from Yemen to visit Uthman? His name was Ya'la ibn Umayyah. Number 3, majority of the Khawarij are from where? Now, we're not talking about today, we're talking about during that time, they were in Basra. There is a place about which the Prophet ﷺ mentioned about its dogs when they bark. What is the name of that place? Hawab. Which companion tried to resolve the matter between the camp of Aisha and the camp of Ali and failed? Imran ibn Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. What were the conditions set by Ali ta'ala in order to accept the Khilafah? It was that first it has to be transparent from everyone, and number 2 is that everyone will have a say to express their feelings. Next one is that which of the Ashara Mubashara did not participate in the Battle of Badr? It was Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. The next one is which Prophet of Islam experienced a historical event in Kusa and what happened there? It was Ibrahim alayhi salam when he was catapulted by Namrud into the fire. When and where did the Prophet alayhi salam promise Suraqa bin Malik? He promised him in the desert on his journey of the Hijrah. And finally, who did Umar replace in the beginning of his Khilafah, and with who? He replaced Khalid bin Walid by Abu Ubaidah ibn Jarrah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahim. First of all, before I go over the questions and the answers, I am thoroughly and very, very impressed with all of your efforts, subhanAllah. This was probably part of the hardest part of the quiz, and some of you had memorized the article. I could tell, because it was word by word by the author, what the author was saying, your answers were that. So, subhanAllah, may Allah increase you and reward you, and subhanAllah, and put the words in your heart, inshaAllah. I mean, so again, just for those who are not aware, this part of the article was an article from the Yaqeen Institute on Islam and the Secular Age, authored by Sheikh Khalil Abdul Rashid. The first question was, what was the first product of the Enlightenment and modernity? Secularism. Some of you did not say it, but some of you defined it, so I gave you all 100% on that, inshallah. What does secularity mean in Europe versus the United States? In Europe, it means the state control of religion and of religious institutions. In the US, it is the separation of church and state. The third question, Charles Taylor, which is a 3-part question. Charles Taylor indicates 3 components that describe the secular age we live in. What is the first component? Explain it in your own words. So the first component was the public phases are stripped of the notion of the creator, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Islam, all public spheres of life are linked to the creator, such as economic, social, and political. I think everybody got this one right. Part 2 was, what is the second component? Explain in your own words. The overall decline in the belief of Allah and in religious practice amongst believers. And what was the third component of the secular age? The presence of doubt becoming prominent. 6th question, what are the 3 kinds of certainty that are mentioned in the Quran? 1, ilm al-yaqeen, based upon knowledge and learning. 2, ayn al-yaqeen, high degree of conviction based on witnessing a phenomenon. And 3rd is haqq al-yaqeen, certainty as a result of experiences. Everybody got this right, alhamdulillah. 7, what is the difference between doubt, conviction, and certainty? Doubt, shak in Arabic. is 2 steps away from certainty. Some of you had defined it mathematically. It's below 75%. Conviction in Arabic, أغلب الظن, most likely to be true, from a mathematical percentage between 75 and 98%. Certainty, yaqeen, that is when certainty is achieved at 99%. Majority of you got this right as well. So explain in the Quran, in Surah Al-Hijr, ayah 99, worship your Lord until what is certain comes to you. And what does yaqeen mean here? So the answer to this was there are two answers to it. One is, which is the majority opinion of the ulama, is that yaqeen here means death. A minority opinion of some of the ulama that yaqeen here means being in a constant state of ibadah. Some of you said only death. I gave you 100% if you said only death. 9. How is certainty achieved? There are 2 components of this. One is through knowledge and acquiring knowledge through learning. Secondly, through proper religious practice, through ibadat. The last question was, what is the nova effect and how does it affect certainty? So the nova effect is living in a state where there is doubt is the norm, and it becomes normalized and acceptable amongst people. And faith in a higher power is simply one of the possibilities. This was the last and final question of the question, and actually majority of you got that one right too, alhamdulillah. So I'm just extremely, I was shocked and pleasantly surprised, alhamdulillah, with all of your answers. And do we have a result yet? Yes, alhamdulillah. Okay, I'll give it off to Farzan. By the way, Farzan is going to recognize brother Sami Bilal. Sami, where are you? Stop hiding. Come here. Okay, he'll get it. But he did an amazing job. SubhanAllah. He was on my case every week for the questions. I mean, like on a Monday, it was an amazing job. SubhanAllah.
Oh yeah, we gotta rate it. We'll do it. That's fine.
Hey, can you lift this? No, oh, these are questions. Okay. All right, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Jazakallah khairan to all of the judges for the time that they have put in, not only today, but throughout this competition. MashaAllah, every single one of them took out a couple of hours a week at least, I think, to not only obviously deliver their lectures with Ustad Bajur and Imam Nadeem, but to go through their content, to develop questions, and to develop answers, because we did do multiple choice, and it's not easy to do that. It takes a lot of time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of our judges. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in their lives and bless their families, and reward them for every single second of effort that they put in to making this possible. We couldn't have done it without them. Let's do one takbir. All right, with that, I'd like to recognize... okay, so you know what? Let's just do that. So we actually have a small, rather large gift for each judge. So Sami and Brother Istihad will inshallah just give the gift to each judge, inshallah. So this is of course just a small token of appreciation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, of course, take care of the reward that you guys truly deserve. With that, I'd like to recognize just a couple of people. Number one, all of the volunteers, specifically, you guys want to stand up? Brother Ibrahim and Brother Naeem. They really helped out today with all of the coordination, going to each table after every question. They barely got to take a seat throughout the entire competition. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward both of these young people who helped out today. And they are, inshallah, leaders of the community once they grow up, once they get older, inshallah. Also, finally, as Brother Junaid mentioned, last but definitely not least, the one who probably put in the most work in this competition by far is Brother Sami Bilal. Sami, can you come up here for a sec? So Brother Brother Sami, there's ikhtilaf on the pronunciation of his name, I guess. But Brother Sami here, mashallah, Sami Bilal, he basically put this entire thing together. I can't really say much more when it comes to all of the resources, all of the logistics on a weekly basis. It's one thing to put on an event that's one day that lasts a couple of hours. It's another to put on an event, a tournament, a competition that lasts for 5 weeks. So a big takbir for Sami Bilal. Takbir. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward Sami Bilal and his family, and give him all the rewards for what he has done and put into this competition. I'm going to treat you to lunch, dinner, something later, inshallah. He did a great job, mashallah. And now the moment, well, not yet actually. So first we're going to give certificates to the teams that weren't part of the finalists, just kind of certificates for participating and being part of this competition. Team Fa, P-H-A-A. Is that team here? Is that a sisters or brothers team? It's a sisters team? Okay, so we're going to hand out the certificates, inshallah. What we'll do, I believe, is Sami is going to hand the certificates, or one of the sisters is going to hand the certificates. What are we doing? They're not here? Why'd you give me the thing? Okay, sounds good. So they're not here, apparently. As-Sabiqun, is team As-Sabiqun here? Yeah, Imam Nadim? Okay, that's fine. Team As-Sabiqun, is it here? Yes? Okay. Imam Nadim, inshallah, will hand each team member, or if there's just one team member, you can take all the certificates and distribute them to your team members, inshallah. Thank you guys for participating. Better luck next year, I guess. I'm just kidding. All right, another team that participated is Team Al-Mutafakkirun. Is that team here? Or any member of that team? No? No? Okay. No one's doing tafakkur today. All right. Cool. All right. Another team, Ghurabat. Is Team Ghurabat here? Yes, Brother Abdurrahman's team. Jazakallah khairan for participating. Okay, and then the other teams as well that weren't mentioned are not here to the best of my knowledge. So now, the moment everybody's been waiting for, the top 6 teams who participated in the finale today. We are going to go from 6th place to 1st place, just for suspense purposes. And I will mention the team name in each place, and I will also mention the number of points that team had. Or actually, no, you can basically just stand on the side where you can pass out the certificates. And so I'll mention the teams and the number of points as well, inshallah. So the first team who came in at 6th place in the Ilmathon competition 2017 is Al-Muhsinun. Al-Muhsinun came in 6th place. Takbir. I believe it was out of 13, 14 total teams over the course of a month. MashaAllah, they came in with 1,980 points today in the competition, and they have won 6th place. And for these 6 teams, if you want the whole team to come up and take the certificates individually, and then you can take a picture with Istihad, he'll take a picture of the team, you can do that as well. Or you can do that afterwards, no problem. The 5th place team for Ilmathon 2017 with 2,590 points is Team Al-Muqarrabun. Team Al-Muqarrabun. Takbir. Congratulations, guys. Fourth place with 30 more points than 5th place is Team Al-Hikmah with 2,620 points. So the 3 teams that weren't mentioned, you know you got top 3. We'll see what those places end up being. So that is Team Al-Hikmah with 4th place. Congratulations. Takbir. Sorry. Okay. All right, now the big 3. Now again, we have a $300 prize for 3rd place, $500 for 2nd place, $1,000 for 1st place. So there's a lot at stake here. 3rd place with 3,095 points is G Unit. Takbir. And we have a giant check for you guys. And if you want the whole team to come up and just take a picture real quick with the check with Brother Junaid. 3,095 points. Let's do another takbir. MashaAllah. The reason they're called the G unit, by the way, is because they are the Ghazi brothers. These are 3 brothers, and they came up with a really creative name, G unit. MashaAllah. Sure.
Just as a disclaimer, since Brother Asim is part of the board, he cannot partake in the prize money that is going to give, so his brothers get the bigger share, inshallah.
I think his brothers did that on purpose. Smart dude, no money. All right, second place in the Ilmathon 2017 competition is with 3,260 points. We can't do a drum roll, maybe a duff roll. All right, we'll do Ikhlas Learning Foundation. Takbir. The team who won is giving each other hugs. The first place team. Congratulations. You guys can just take a quick pic with the check, inshallah. Hey, Isti. This way. Second place, 3,260 points. Please, what place was dudes before?
It's really like 4th.
Okay. And finally, last but not least, the team that won first place for Ilmathon 2017. I believe they came in at either 3rd or 4th place coming into the final round. MashaAllah, they stepped it up today, got first place with 3,500 points. That is dudes. Takbir. MashaAllah, $1,000 prize for these guys. Is that it? That's it, right? We're done? That's it.
Oh, wait, no.
No. We'll do that later.
This is yours.
I know. You don't need to mention it. Just put it on the side. One last takbir. MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again reward all of the attendees. Congratulations to all of the top 3 winners, the 6 finalists, and all of the participants. Yes. G Unit, your certificates are up here. Ikhlas Foundation certificates are up here, as well as dudes. Anzar, one of you. Jazakallah khairan to all of you for attending, for all of you for participating, the judges, the volunteers, Sami, everybody who participated. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward everybody. Jazakallah khairan. Have a great night. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I wouldn't throw candy, just